Throughout history, the figure of the witch has captivated imaginations across cultures and continents. Tales of witches appear in folklore from Europe to Africa, Asia, and the Americas, each with their own unique traditions and interpretations. These stories often blend fear, mystery, and wonder, raising questions about the origins of such beliefs. Were these accounts rooted in real events, misunderstood practices, or societal anxieties? Exploring the enduring presence of witches in folklore invites us to consider the deeper truths behind these legendary narratives. In ancient times, communities often turned to supernatural explanations to make sense of misfortune, such as illness, crop failure, or unexpected deaths. When logical answers were lacking, people believed that unseen forces or magic were at work. Women who stood out, perhaps by living alone, practicing herbal medicine, or defying social expectations, were frequently singled out as the cause. These individuals became convenient scapegoats, accused of wielding mysterious powers to harm others. This pattern laid the groundwork for enduring beliefs about witchcraft and the persecution of those labeled as witches. During the 15th to 17th centuries, Europe was gripped by widespread witch hunts that led to the accusation, trial, and execution of tens of thousands of individuals. These events were fueled by a mix of religious fervor, social tensions, and fear of the unknown. The majority of those targeted were women, often marginalized or vulnerable members of their communities. Accusations frequently relied on little or no evidence, and confessions were sometimes extracted under torture. The witch hunts left a lasting impact on European society, shaping attitudes toward justice, gender, and superstition for generations to come. Witches have held a prominent place in literature and culture for centuries, often reflecting society's shifting attitudes and beliefs. In Shakespearean plays like Macbeth, witches are depicted as sinister figures, weaving dark prophecies and embodying chaos. Over time, however, the portrayal of witches has evolved, with modern fantasy frequently presenting them as complex, empowered individuals. Today, witches can symbolize both danger and strength, serving as metaphors for rebellion, wisdom, or marginalized voices. This duality highlights how interpretations of witches continue to adapt, resonating with the values and fears of each era. Throughout history, the figure of the witch has carried deep social meaning, often reflecting the anxieties and power structures of the time. Accusations of witchcraft frequently targeted independent women, healers, or midwives, individuals who stood outside traditional roles or held specialized knowledge. These accusations served as a way to control and marginalize those who challenged societal norms. Over time, the witch became a powerful symbol of social exclusion, embodying both fear and the consequences of defying established authority. This legacy continues to influence how society views outsiders and those who resist conformity. Modern interpretations of witchcraft have evolved far beyond their historical roots, often reflecting changing social attitudes and cultural interests. In contemporary media, witches are frequently portrayed as complex characters, ranging from empowered heroines to misunderstood outsiders, challenging traditional stereotypes. Academic fields such as cultural history and gender studies examine witchcraft as a lens through which to explore issues of power, identity, and social marginalization. These disciplines highlight how the figure of the witch has been used to question norms and represent resistance, especially in relation to women's roles in society. As a result, witchcraft continues to serve as a powerful symbol in both popular culture and scholarly discourse. Looking back at the history of witchcraft, we see more than just tales of magic and superstition. These stories reveal how societies have often used fear and suspicion to exert control and marginalize those who are different. The persecution of alleged witches highlights the dangers of unchecked power and the consequences of collective anxiety. Even today, the myths and legends surrounding witchcraft continue to shape cultural attitudes and inspire reflection on justice, tolerance, and the stories we choose to believe.